Well, Persona, a series loved by many and a revolutionary take on the RPG genre, fusing social sims and RPGs, and having a rich and beautiful storyline in each and every one of the games in the series. And I never played it, until now, and it changed the way I view my life as a whole. And as a person whose only RPG experience is Pokemon, this game is a blast and is the most fun I had on the game from the last few years. And this is a video to tell people who disavow RPGs like this guy and me, who are more focused on fast-paced FPSs and games like this. Oh, by the way, this video will have some spoilers to Persona 3 Reload, so look out for the spoiler warnings. But now, I want to start with the visuals. Oh my god, this game is beautiful. Everything's blue, just how I like it. But in all seriousness, this game is beaming with beautiful 2D and 3D art used in such smart and resourceful ways. Like, look at the UI, it is stunning. Like, look, it's Makoto swimming, and holy shit, why is Makoto holding onto a 9? And what the fuck is that? I guess?
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
This UI should be in a museum. It's not as striking as Persona 5, but it has a chill and calm atmosphere. It makes me feel like I'm in Polonia Mall at night walking around and going to Beibu V or trying a coffee at Chag Dolls, or going at a nightclub and talking to an old monk or doing Elizabeth's fuck-ass request. And the lighter colors of the UI reminds me of looking at the rooftop of the school and seeing the beautiful blue sky, or looking at the beach at Yakushima and seeing Aigis on the dock looking at the ocean. And the waves, I can almost feel it, the sounds of the waves moving back and forth, and hearing Junpei trying to hit on girls unsuccessfully at that. And with all that said, the colors just encapsulate this game beautifully, and I love the water aesthetic. I wish it was used more in something that wasn't the UI, but that's fine, because this game transformed a flat, albeit nice looking UI to a spectacle that should be a lesson to game devs on how to make an aesthetically beautiful but practical UI. Oh wait, sorry guys, I have to answer this phone call. Wait, give me a second here. Hello? What? Say it again? Alright, fine. I'll talk about this game's music, okay? I don't want to sound like one of those OST listeners, okay? I like rap. I like rock. Alright, let me just... Fine. I'll talk about this. Yup. This game's music absolutely slaps. And there's so much tracks that are just so beautifully done and well put together. And the vocal performances of some of these tracks are masterfully done. Just listen to the color of your night. If you want something more upbeat and exciting, listen to Change Your Seasons. If you want a sad-ass piano song, listen to Memories of the City. If you like amazing TV jingles, you have to listen to Tonika's theme. Essentially, this OST has everything that you can want from a Persona OST. Amazing rap, upbeat, and hype songs while having more sad and calmer tracks. You have it on this OST, unlike other Persona OSTs like Persona 4 and Persona 5's OST, which, you know, doesn't really capture the same emotions for me and seems dull compared to Persona 3's OST, with not as much variety in songs as Persona 3's OST. Just listen to Persona 3's OST from start to finish and you'll feel a ton of emotions. Happiness, sadness, whatever Tonika commodities makes you feel like. Memories of You, which yes, is an emotion. Listen to it now. Every time I listen to this OST, a wave of emotion goes over me that none other OSTs really have for me. And by the way, I'm talking about Persona 3 and Persona 3 Reload's OSTs, not just Persona 3's. But some songs are better in the OG Persona 3 OST, like When the Moon Reaches to the Stars or Mass Destruction, just because the OG Persona 3 singer, you know, just really suits those songs better with her voice. And can we talk about the P3 Fest opening? Oh my god. It takes my favorite part from Memories of You and Burn My Dread and puts some awesome Lotus Juice rapping in the middle of a sick beat, and I just love it. But let me get back to Persona 3 Reload, because this OST matches the game perfectly and illustrates the ups and downs of this game amazingly. And I wish Atlus used this genre more instead of the jazziness of Persona 5. By the way, I do love the jazziness of Persona 5, but I feel like it is being a little overused by now. And it's even seeped into the Persona 3 Reload track, which is still amazing, by the way. Can I just point out how good Burn My Dread Reload is? It's not the final battle theme, but the Burn My Dread that's on the OST. Like, holy shit, the rework of the instruments and the singer's new calmer voice really just breathes new life to this classic. I feel exhausted. Everything I can say about this music in this game is just simply peak Persona music. I swear, if it's the same guy calling about Persona again... Hello? You want me to talk about the story of this game? Doesn't everyone just play this game because of the girls? Wait, there's actual story in Persona games? What? Well, you know what? Here goes nothing. I'm not gonna spoil this game, but basically, you wake up as this super cool and super awesome guy called, John Persona, and you and your group of friends consisting of high schoolers, a small child, a dog, and a toaster need to defeat all these scary things called the shadows. But the point where I want to touch down for the story part of this video is social links, or the social part of this game, and it's the reason why I love this series so much. All 22 social links relate to the main theme of this game, which is time is limited and indifferent, so spend your time wisely. So let's explain every social link in 10 words or less. The Fool, I love Yakutski. Magician, I want to do my teacher so bad. Priestess,
Someone cooked here.
Empress, what the fuck is a hamburger? Emperor, what would he do if he was in an American school bathroom? Hierophant, old people love tree. Lovers, mommy issues. Chariot,
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Justice, big ass forehead. Hermit, drunken teacher loves emo kids. Fortune, Scott the Woz himself. Luigi makes him gassy. Strength, the most normal person out of all these links. Hangman, it's her fault. Death, he probably fucks with Skibbity Toilet. Temperance, being French is a sin, but I forgive him. Devil, Tower, emo boy makes monk come back with milk. Star, random ass dude, but really good link. Moon, eat the pain away, cause that'll work. Sun, one of the most thought out and beautiful social links. Judgment, we'll get him this time. Aeon, 2009 Cuisinart toaster. Wow, that was a shit show. Still, all these links have something special in them, and my favorite ones are the Sun and Star social links. And when you start off these social links, you see these characters in two very different states of mind. Mamoru, being in a triumphant state in his life, beating the regionals for track all the time, and being fast as fuck, and having a mostly carefree attitude about his life. While Akanari is a young man dying of a genetical disease, and is one of the lowest states in his life, feeling that he has no purpose within his life. And by the end of their respective links, they come out with a new perspective on life, changing as people and having new life goals, which encapsulates what I love about this game, which is seeing characters in the story change people and develop a new perspective on their lives. Well, I can't really talk about their social links. I want to make an honorable mention to Aigi's social link, which I also can't talk about since her social link is spoiling a part of the game, but I forgot to mention the true best social link in the game, which is Kenji. But in all seriousness, social links are, in my opinion, the defining part of this game and other Persona games, which is the reason why I enjoy this Persona series so much. The way that you can interact with these characters and see beautiful stories unfold right in front of your eyes, and just seeing how these characters develop is magnificent, and is the reason why I'm making this video. And finally, oh wait, sorry, I think my messenger's here. What do you want? You want me to read this note from a messenger pigeon? Okay, fine, I'll read it. Talk about the combat in this game, you fucking dumbass. Okay, fine, I'll talk about the combat in this game. But isn't it really not that much of a big deal? You're playing a Persona game. It's not like it's the forefront of this game or anything. Like, sheesh, everyone just cares about the story and the girls. Like, why does it even matter at this point? You know what? Fine, I'll talk about this game's combat. The combat in this game is really good. Of course, I'm saying this as a new RPG player that doesn't really have that much knowledge of RPG systems, but overall, I enjoy the combat system since my only other experiences are from Pokemon. I really like the many ways you can take attacks in this game. What I mean is that you can repel moves, null moves, or drain moves, which really isn't present in something like Pokemon, but I love the design of some of these personas. My favorite designs is Thanatos, Messiah, Metatron, Hermes, and most of all, Mara. And can we talk about how cool some of these Theurgy cutscenes are? Holy shit. The obvious one is Armageddon. Like, holy shit, is that even Makoto? And Trickster just looks diabolical as shit. Hack and Blast is just Junpei finding out the pizza's here. The next Theurgy I'll be talking about is spoilers, so skip if you don't want to hear it. Blaze of Life is fucking sick. Holy shit. Just him fucking coming down with the flame sword, and at the end him getting heals from Chidori is heartwarming, but also fucking spectacular. And Hound of Hades is fucking sick. Like, what the dog doing? And Divine Intervention is super fucking cool. Holy shit. For a healing Theurgy, it did not have to cook this hard. I saw some complaints about Tartarus, and honestly, I tolerate it. If you're starting from Persona 3 and then go to Persona 4, there's obviously a big difference between the quality of dungeons. I did find Tartarus very grindy though, especially when I would want to level up my personas. I've probably spent 10 hours of my time trying to level up at the end of the game, just trying to get Messiah, and some of these blocks are just boring as shit, especially the third block. The staircases are stupid, and the scenery just fucked with my brain too much. I swear, if I have to deal with those damn staircases again, I swear to God, if I bump into one of them one more time, I'm throwing my PC into the garbage. So, I asked my friend who beat Persona 3 Reload while I was making this video if he had any complaints about Tartarus and the combat system, and this is what he had to say. Okay, so my first critique is that the shift is a little too easy. It's like Persona 5 where the baton pass just gives you more buffs, but honestly, it's just a little bit more brain dead in this game. Which, yeah, I see his point. Shift definitely makes the game way easier, but I don't really mind it so much, which could just be me. But now let's talk about what he has to say about Tartarus. Tartarus gets boring after a while, and most of the common enemies are really easy to fight. Like, I don't think I've tried a single time. I would just spam moves and they would just go down easily. And I definitely agree what he says here. After you get to the third block or so, enemies are a cakewalk with no real challenge. Of course, I'm not talking about Tartarus bosses or any of the Monad bosses, and Tartarus being repetitive is something that most people would say about Persona 3 Reload or any other Persona 3 game. But I don't want to be such a downer about Tartarus, since I did have a ton of fun while in Tartarus, most of the time. Still, the combat elements of this game is great, and I feel like it's a great introduction to the combat of the Persona series. But at the end of the day, I love Persona 3 Reload so much, and it's changed the way I see life. Before I played this game, I never thought about how to use my days for the best, or not to waste a day for a stupid reason. And Persona 3 really helped me value the people close to me and want to strengthen the bonds even more and just, fucking get out of my room and spend time with the people I care about and relax from the distractions in my life. Whether that's social media or mindless drama and just buying things that don't really serve me any purpose. And seeing how the main character grows from the start to the end of the story is one of the most beautiful and amazing developments I've seen in any piece of fiction. And the way that MC changes the perspectives of the people around him and helping them have a different view of life is one of the most amazing gaming experiences I've ever had. And I will eternally love this game for how good the characters are and how fun the combat is and how the music is just heavenly. All in all, Persona 3 Reload is one of my favorite games of all time, and it changed the way that I see my life.
If you sticked around to this point, thank you so very much. If you could just follow me on Twitter at I'm_Seal or just subscribe to me, that'd be awesome. But anyways, I'm Seal, and I'll see you later.